Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, sorry we're running late today, starting the live stream a little shorter than what we normally would. Trying to get everything done. We just got back from running errands. I'm a little bit sunburnt, completely didn't even have time to put my beard, put my face on, or anything. So there's that. But I think we're finally almost done rearranging the upstairs, which is awesome. So there's that. Shake, shake, shake. Did I not share the link? Okay, how do I edit my post? Oh no. Oh, and I can't even do it from here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it from here. Let's. Okay. So I just went in and added the link. Oh no. Hopefully it works now. Is it working? I think I posted it. Hey Tanya, how's it going? Oops. I completely was like, yeah, what? No. Oops. Sorry guys. Thanks. Oh, I actually got Manaya's post. Yeah, it's been a morning. That's a way to put it. How's it going up there, honey?
Can do.
Can do. Like, you okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Hey Jillian. Randy and I just got back from going into town. We have our couch now, and Randy's upstairs putting it together. It's like not like a couch, it's like a futon from like Walmart, but that's fine. Everything's fine. Hey Deb, hey Rebel. Yeah. No, I was like, oh, I'm running late. I gotta get everything together, so everything fell flat. Last night's sale went phenomenally. We've heard from all but like 8 people so far to get like, payment going. Ooh. How's it look?
I need a hammer and a headset.
Oh. The headset is in the top of my dad's old toolbox, I think. Sorry, I put cords in the way. You okay?
Great.
I'll plug that back in. It's fine. I'll get back, guys. There we go. Oh. There we go. Okay. Poor Randy dropped the couch directly onto his foot, like while it was in the box. So it like almost like he's got a big blood blister across his big toe. Yeah, I put the link in there. I think. Let me double check and make certain. Okay, yeah, the link's in there now. Sorry guys. But he's okay, but it's been a day so far. And then we went into town on a Saturday, which is like, don't do that because there's people out there and they're the worst. And it's like the holidays, so that sucks. Yeah, for sure. And so, but we're gonna be able to cuddle on our own couch for the first time in like 6 or 7 years tonight, and it's gonna be amazing. So as soon as we get done with the live stream, which I'm going to be making a pendant today. I'm gonna start working on a pendant. How's it going, honey? You'll get a day off one day. I love you.
I love you too.
I know you do. Poor sweet critter. Okay, so life is life without a cuddle couch. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but it's barely a life at all. I can tell you that. No, it's been good, but we need a place like that. Was our gift to ourselves for Christmas is to have a living room, because we need a place that we can go to just, and it's got his video games and it's got my music and the stuff that we don't monetize, that it's just, there's enough room that we can play with the dogs with their laser pointer, and we can go and we can just be away from work for a little bit, because as much as I love work, I'm a workaholic actually. We've been doing it nonstop for like 10 years, and I need like a little bit of time off every day to just fiddle around on my guitar, honk on my flute, or bang some drums or something. Huh? I think he just had his first soda of the day as well. So hey Penny. There's a dog. Boop boop. Okay, so we're gonna get crafting. Make sure everything's first. Actually, I want to show you guys. Oh, I've been burnt out for years. I want to show you guys my new craft room design. Hey Mitch, we're doing very well. How are things going with you, Mitch? Like, any new I don't know, if you want to talk, I'm not gonna make you talk publicly about it if you don't want to, but I'm like super nosy about WTF. So, but I want to show you guys my super fancy craft room design. I couldn't find my graph paper, so okay, because I just want to say, Mitch, that it's like whoever did that, like that goes against, aside from you don't deserve to be treated that way, period, nobody does, aside from that was completely out of line, but like Randy and I were dumbfounded to hear that happens, or to hear that had happened to you, because it's like that goes against everything that we stand for here, and it's like I'm appalled at that person's behavior, and I'm really sorry that happened. I'm gonna caution the kids, got a good telling off. Right on. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not the type to, kids do dumb stuff. That's, thank goodness we have a time in our life when we're children, we can do some stuff, dumb stuff, and learn from it. But it's like, recording YouTube, she says that I deserved it. What? I'm gonna let Mitch tell it. I'm just gonna be getting my stuff situated up. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Nobody deserves that. Like, and this is coming from somebody who, well, it's like, you can't charge somebody for being a butthole, can you? How's it going? Maybe. Well, in which case, heaven help everybody in the parking lot at Joplin, because they're a bunch of buttholes. I don't know.
Full up of buttholes.
Because it's they full up of buttholes. Randy, you are correct. But it's, I can understand and empathize with like, I know that growing up, we did not have a lot of money through most of Randy and I's relationship. We did not have a lot of money, and it's very easy to go down this slippery slope of like vindictive anger towards, people who have what you don't. But that's not healthy. That's not good. That's not going to get you what you want. If you want more money, be kind to people, be, generous, be, a hard worker, be, but again, you can be all of those things and stuff still doesn't line up. But it's like, don't be an ass. Like, what, she's been advised to apologize, but I'd rather not speak to her. No, yeah. Because she wanted something and I outbid her. She's just going to complain to you about me. I honestly don't know how I'm going to react to someone complaining to me about me making a lot of money off of the sale because of Mitch. Like, I'm like, I can't be mad at Mitch, like, at all, because I work hard for my money. You work hard for your money. Mitch works hard for their money. Every single person in here works hard for their money. And we all deserve to be able to spend however much or however little of it as we want, when and where we want. And I'd like to say this isn't my circus and these aren't my monkeys, but y'all are my monkeys and this is kind of my circus. And I'm like, guys, what's going on? Like, can you please stop? Like, what? Oof. Shooey. Okay. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to make it right. You know? Highest bid on an item and not limit people's purchases. Yeah. I don't know, Manaya. It's a crazy world we live in. But drama aside, yeah. Well, we're all people. We all show our asses from time to time. We do. Like, I've been a butthole. I've handled lots of stuff not very well at all. We've all got our own shit going on. We all hurt other people. We all get hurt. Like, I don't think, I'm not at all defending this behavior. I don't want y'all to think that, but it's like, I'm not about to start throwing stones because I show my ass about twice a week. It's just, that doesn't get posted to Instagram. So, it's just saying. Like, oof. Ooh, flipping this around. Yeah, no, 100% Mitch. We all make mistakes, but this does seem pretty out of line. Like, hands down. But again, I'm not condoning the behavior at all, but I'm not going to go do a witch hunt either. Yeah. No, I got you, Tanya. Yeah, there is no. He says, I know Mitch outbid me for an item or two. Oh, well, there was a lot of other items I could get. Yeah, I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Now, if y'all want to see what we've been doing with, the money from these sales. You okay? Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, Mitch did nothing wrong. Oof. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, Redkill. We are redesigning. I believe so, Manaya. I don't know if she has yet. Yeah, straight up, Mitch. Well, and that's the thing is I'm about to start working on another one because I've learned I think I need to do more pieces like that. I really liked that one. Right on, Lisa. Right on, Manaya. Yeah, crazy. But we are, to segue into a fresh subject that makes me feel slightly less anxiety. I bet you would have, Manaya. Yeah, no, straight up, Katrina. But it's, these things happen. I had to explain to somebody that they can't just rack the price up to chase everyone else out of the auction and then ask me in an email to get it for the original price. So, Katrina, I'm experiencing a whole lot of facets of peopling that I did not anticipate. So, if y'all can visualize with me for a moment, that this is my craft room. So let's zoom out, unplug, so I can show y'all where stuff is currently. Because this room's always been this room and the paint room. So this is my current nest, which is, I think, pretty perfect, except for the floor slants so bad. Like, where's a marble so I can demonstrate? Beep boop, where's something round? Here we go. So here we have a marble, like a green adventuring marble, actually. It's really pretty. And I am just setting it. That's how bad the floor slants. So that's actually really uncomfortable to to sit on because I'm sitting like slanted sideways like the whole time. So yeah, everything runs into the center because that's where it used to have a coal furnace and there's a chimney going through the center of the house and it's all just kind of sinking. So that's this corner, the northwest corner, one might say. And then we come over here, that goes into the rest of the house, and over here in the northeast corner, this is what's going on. It's just our big bookcase and like a bunch of just dogs knocked stuff over and I haven't picked it up yet. That window has our air conditioner unit in it, our window unit. This is the southeast corner. There's a dog chewing his feet off. Oh, with a little kitty. Our big picture window that I really like, but I want to take better utilization. As a plus, all your beads on the floor do go to one place. Yeah, usually right down the freaking heater vent. And then in the southwest corner, we have this here. So if that gives you guys an idea, I'm going to see if I can get a better view of it from outside of the room. No, not really. Okay. Oh, I was zoomed in. That probably would have helped if I had just zoomed out a bit, but I want to zoom back in. I actually put screening in every floor vent and then put gray on over it. Penny, you're brilliant, and that's a really good idea. I'm going to have to do that. I'm still rearranging the room, but how do I zoom? There we go. Okay, so in this corner here, where's my little stylus at? Maybe I can draw on this some more. So this is the northwest corner. And this is where my current nest is. So right here and right here we have these big, that rack and that rack. So hopefully we'll be able to accomplish this whole rearrange without having to buy a bunch of new stuff. So those two shelves are going to be here. They're 4 foot by like 1.5 feet. And we're going to do boards in between the shelves. So like that's the top view. Then as a side view, we will have, there's a thing. This is actually, yeah, that'll work. So we're going to have boards going across, propped onto the shelves of the, of the big grids. And then underneath, we're going to have, actually, I think we'll be able to fit 3 of the rainbow carts. That'll just slide in underneath. That way, stuff that like will probably on these corners farther in the back, like this area, that's less accessible because of the rainbow carts being Did you do the marble test for your new corner? I did, Manaya. We actually we used a proper like level. And it's one of the most level places of the whole house. So I'm like, oh thank goodness. But so that's the number 4 sticking out because the rainbow carts are like 1 foot and some inches sticking out of the front, and we're gonna have 1 foot wide boards. But that way we can still put boxes of stuff and like baskets here on these shelves. Like honestly, probably it's going to be more drawer sets. But that way we can kind of, you can visualize that, and we can put our big old bales of bubble wrap up here and other big bulky but lightweight shipping materials up on the top. But yeah, in these back corners that are less accessible, this one I'm worried about, like, I don't know what we're going to put there. But on this side, it will be accessible from the other side. So even though the rainbow carts are blocking it. So that's all of that. Let's see how many undos it'll let me do. So that is this corner. And that utilizes 3 of the 5 rainbow carts that we have in this room and 2 of the big wire stands. There we go. And so give yourself a living room and considering turning mine into official craft room. We all do our thing though. Because it was different back whenever, like, Randy and I both had day jobs and we would come home to it because that's where I wanted to be. But now in my house, I need somewhere to go home to because our whole downstairs is just work now. And now, so we're going to start in this corner. Boop, because that's all stuff that we currently have. 5, number 5 here. Ooh, right on, Daniel. Let me see if we can we, am I zoomed out all the way? Yep, okay. Sorry. That was my thinking face. So number 5 is this shelf here, which I think is actually perfect for these bead trays. But as it gets higher up, I get less and less efficient about storage. Number 7 is this desk. That one is going to be repurposed somewhere else in the house or donated. This old particle board bookcase from like our very, very, very first apartment, I think will be either repurposed or like shredded up or something. Like it's not very, if it's not propped between a wall and another piece of furniture, it falls over. So then that's our pegboard. So right here, ooh, right on. Which is, I was so happy when we converted our garage into our bakery. Actually had to go out a door to go home, right? Oh, that's nice. So the shelf will be here. My metalsmithing desk will be here. And above that is going to be my pegboard with all my wire on it. Instead of having it horizontal like it is currently, we're going to do it, instead of horizontal, we're going to put it vertical. So the wire is still going to be there. It's just going to be a little bit narrower because I don't really use the top space, like that stuff there. I don't think I've actually touched in a long time. So I didn't need it there as much as I did. Everything's constantly evolving. Our crafting is always evolving and changing. So that's why I keep things kind of modular in the craft room. Number 6, that's my ring light. And that's where I'm going to be putting my ring light and like my tripod and my other recording equipment just there in that corner. Number 15 is actually this desk. That's my chair where I sit my butt. That's going to be Randy's spot. 9, 10, 11, and 12 are more rainbow carts. We've got 2 in this room. Yes. That won't be already stored over here. And then we've got like 3 more in the other room. 4 more, 5 more. And we're lousy with rainbow carts, and they are the worst way of storing almost anything. But like for polymer clay, like for some things that are like contained within the drawer, if I've got them, I'm going to utilize them. I inherited just a bunch of them from my mom. Number 16 is that bookcase. I think that lamp was Randy's grandma, and I think we're going to be Randy's grandma's lamp, not his actual physical grandma. But we're going to be putting that up in the living room because I love that lamp. Like, I wish I could have jammed out with Randy's grandma. We'd have done some quilting or something. Hey, Ashley. And then this table here, I think we're going to custom make one, and that's what I'm going to be doing my torch work on, venting out that living room window. And then right here, we're getting... well, quite possibly. I love lamp. But this is it would be a 61-inch, oh, let me see if I can find it. I'm looking and seeing if we can find. Because the thing is that I need a granny lamp, right? Yeah, well, it's gonna be lamp working jewelry and like shipping storage. We're moving some things out of the main craft room to like kind of make that be over here. Um, but the kiln that we're getting, my Paragon Bluebird XL, is like 90 pounds. Like it's like 86 pounds. So we need something that's not a 6-foot plastic picnic table to put it on. And so the proceeds from yeah, well, we're gonna be venting it out that window. Hey Allison, how's it going? Like, we did, Christy. So this one, wow, they're actually both on the same page. That'll be cool. This one we're getting to put the glow forge on and all of our like tools underneath. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna be using Hardy Backer. I am worried, Manaya, but it's. I mean, Randy accidentally threw a lamp down the stairwell like 2 days ago. There's broken glass everywhere in this house, anyways. We vacuum and dust mop daily, but and we're gonna be using those waffle board mats, um, and it's just gonna have to be careful. Uh, but I really don't think we're gonna have. It's nice, but the wheels break easy. Right on. Well, it's gonna be stationary predominantly. Right on, Allie. But we're getting this one to put the glow forge on top of because that's going to take up most of the surface. But it has these like check out these honky chunky, super nice 100-pound capacity each drawers, except for the bottom ones. You can put 200 pounds of stuff in there. You could fit like 2 Sam dogs, like in each of these drawers. And then for in the craft room, I'm looking at, and these are quite expensive. If I thought that one is expensive, this one is gonna break me. But that's what the proceeds from these auctions are going towards. This bad boy is what we're gonna be putting. Like, oof, those drawers, that pegboard, that shelf, the work surface that you can't see because it's white right now. Come on, load internet. Okay, so we'll just drool over this together. Those suck for uneven houses, trust me. Right on. We may actually remove the caster wheels as well. And just put it on like sliders or something. But that's gonna be going right there where that bookcase is. And that's what the kiln's going to go on. So ideally, in a perfect world, tablet, you are so slow, you're making me just jewelry area, lamp work, where like that vent right there is. Can I zoom in? There we go. We're gonna have like a 12-inch vent coming down into like an external fan like outside of the house because that's like covered porch, and then out this same window we're going to be venting a air conditioner unit, the kind that like just doesn't go into a wall, it just stands there and you vent out. That way we can still have that. But I think for the price that's the best that we're going to be able to get. And so whoever is mad at Mitch for outbidding them, or for who, everybody, even if you've bought just a $1 monthly patron subscription, all of y'all are making this bad boy, this chunky, wonderful beast happen. And I'm gonna write all y'all's names. um, like look at that. Oh my god, that's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna put all of my stuff inside of you. Sorry. But yeah, so I want it. Randy took me to Home Depot and let me pet it. Like I was like, yes. and it's got a power strip in the side, and this is also the proceeds of the auctions are going also towards getting the bottom floor of the house rewired, because the feller that we had in said he'd be able to just sneak some in up through the floor without having to go into the walls, so we wouldn't have to update everything. And so I was like, oh, bless your freaking face, like this is so nice. That one's like 700. That is so much money. But we honestly, on the auctions, we were like, well, I hope we make like, you know, 200 or 300. That'd be really nice. And then like we've done way better than that. I don't even know what the final count up is, but it's way more than that. Like I'm like shook to my core, but it's letting us, we just placed a huge order with the Parawire. That way we should never run out of wire again. Like we ordered like 3 months supply to get us ahead. That way through January, February, and March, well, actually December, January, and February, we won't have to worry about running out of wire. Um, so hopefully, hopefully is my mantra. Um, Everything will be okay. And I'm just really, really worried about um, just financial everything, honestly. But Randy was like, we've worked really hard for this. Things are going really well. Let's let's do this. I was like, all right. So mommy's got money to make, so let's get to crafting. Let's see. Which labradorite? Because I'm wrapping some lab. Y'all listen up. Y'all love labradorite, it seems, in the auctions. So that one's pretty. I'm using this one. Oh, really? That is super strange. Oh, this is pretty too. Should we do a smaller or a bigger pendant, you guys? Or should we do both? I think I'll do both. I'm going to start with this one.
I love having the right tool for the job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm glad we were able to get you that impact drill, honey. Excited Vaughn has inspired me to take a lampworking class in January. I do fused and stained glass, so now excited to experience. Ooh, right on, Katrina. Ooh, I'm super excited, like for both of us. Let's do this. Manaya says you're wrapping that for me because god damn it, I'm gonna win. Right on. I actually think for these next couple, I am gonna wait until we are in YouTube, like open to everybody, because I wanna not gonna like I'm glad the one that we had was able to go home with somebody, but I'm like I'd really hoped for more than 100, but I thought that, oh, I'll just price it low and it'll get bid up, and then it didn't, and Randy and I were both like a little like, oh my god, I need to never do that again. Like I need to price like where if it sells at that I'll be happy. So learning our lessons. Yeah. I don't actually think that I do have any with purple flashes. Let's see though. Let's take a moment. But Jillian, you've been so great and everything. Like I'm glad it was one of our patrons who was able to steal that one away. I'm glad it gets to go home with you. Like I don't want you to think that I'm not. Oh, this has got a little bit of purple in it. Oh, that's like dark blue though. Right on. Ooh, that one's super pretty. Yep. Yeah, we're just gonna pet rocks for a minute. So that one's freaking amazing. This one is a black lab from Fire Mountain Gems. Not entirely pleased. Like it's got like it doesn't look like labradorite to me, but I trust them that it is labradorite. It's just like C grade. So oh gosh, at that one though. Ooh. And this one has a full side to side spectrum. Y'all see that? Oh my. What am I gonna make out of you? Is that what that is? Larvicite? Lavakite? I don't know. Pretty rock. Took all of my precious. Yes, right? Oof. That one just looks like a stormy nebula. Need to figure out how to illuminate with this in a way that... No, it's still just gonna keep... Bitch, I cut you. This is America. We got guns and stuff. Like, I will totally defend my bead stash. Like, you can like steal our TV or something, but don't touch my stash. Huh. Oh, I'm seeing them, Anaya, and they stay there. When you ask what I want for Christmas or B-Day, rocks. Ooh, this one's really pretty. And again, the camera, like, I can't help that light flare right there, but it's like, oh my gosh. So pretty. I kind of want to turn this one into a ring, I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Right on, Jenny. I'm having allergies today, but there's only so many allergy pills I could take. And the backs on these are beautiful too. Like, hey, Stephanie, we are looking at rocks today. Oh my god, this one. This one is such a big boy though. Like, I don't even. I thought that maybe I'd use it for like. You know, it'd be really cool. Mm. I thought about maybe using it in like a bag, like on the flap of a bag, but I'd hate for it to like get knocked around and broken. But that's a super chunky boy, big boy. But honestly, a ring. I don't see a way that this wouldn't just be a complete and total nightmare to wear. Yeah, a bracer for sure. But I'm just gonna say, for somebody who like, my boobs don't ride quite as high as they used to, so I'm getting a lot more décolletage area. I actually think that's big, but wire wrapped, like I like big pieces right there because it hides like my chest acne and my sunburns and stuff. You can knock someone out with that ring. That is the idea. And the idea too is I want it to be able to flash. So that's how it would sit. That way it flashes when you wear it. Ah, girl. Yee. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then this one. Oh, I love flashing. I love these guys up here. Like, yeah, right there. And that's just the back side of this one. Ah, Bev, I'm not picky. Oh my gosh. So that one's good. Now, just y'all can't see from your perspective of the camera, but like the back of this one, I've bought stones before where the front wasn't even that nice. Right, Stephanie? Yeah, that's the back, Tanya. Ooh, now this one's very green. We still haven't come across any purples yet. And that's the back of that one. So I think a lot of these that are beautiful on the front and back, we're going to have to do to be a two-sided pendant. And with this one, you're getting a flash from this angle. And you're getting a kind of pinkier flash from this one. eBay in a bulk lot. And that one's got a little secret flash right there. And of course, it's back. If I looked this good from behind, you bet your butt cheeks. I don't know. I'd walk backwards everywhere, I guess. Like, I don't really know what I was going with on that one. Now, did I fleck paint all over this on accident? I don't know. Ooh. This one definitely has more of a flash from the side. Ooh, that's a really good idea. I don't know. I think this one might get a tree of life over it because there's not really anything happening on this side. So that's where I'd put the tree and then have that little flash be happening on the side. Not really much anything going on the back either. I mean, it's still, even just for a gray rock, that's pretty. Ooh, the back of this one. I like that. Like, that's got so much character in it. And those deep, deep blues. And again, that's the back. Let's see if the front holds up. It doesn't have as much character as the back, but that's still gorgeous. I don't care who you are. That's a pretty rock. Oh, my love, my rock, I hunger for a big pile of you. Ooh, now this one needs to be a ring. That's a good size, and that's a good flash for being a ring, I think. Ain't no lonely time. Oh, really, Stephanie? It's gosh, I bought them like probably a year ago. I got like 3 or 4 lots. It was like $200 worth of lab, and I still have this much left. Um, Randy really likes these ones that are just really dark with just tiny little opal flashes, like little rainbows trapped in them. Yeah, right. Quite possibly. This one was from Amazon actually, and it's like a B or C grade, and I'm not entirely like it's not bad. I'm just not particularly thrilled with it. Um, it's still nice. You know, I kind of feel like it's like having a beauty pageant. It's you have Miss Universe. You have all the most beautiful women from the planet, and so even the one that's like she's not the prettiest, she's still gorgeous. Like like how do you even like you cannot just measure beauty like that. But I do every single one of these melts my bitter little heart. Um, if any go missing, blame Rebel. She's practically climbing through the phone to get them. Right on. Hey, Christy, how's it going? Guess you have a room full of lab caps that can roll around in like Scrooge McDuck. Yes! Oh, that's a good idea, Manaya. I really like that one, though. It does. It looks like a birch forest. I'm just picturing Rebel in a rowboat coming across the ocean to steal my rocks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? It's with something like this, I would use it to back like a tree of life. Maybe a tree of life ring. Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that blue. Almost purple. Manaya likes this one, right? I need a coffee too. Now this one's very thin. I think this will be really nice for a pendant, but its back is beautiful too. Like I want someone who makes cosplay contacts to make like contacts for in your eyeballs that have that kind of flash, where it's like I don't know if they can do that in contact lenses. Like they don't even have to be prescription. I just want labradorite for eyeballs. Like, or if I were a sculptor, I would sculpt that and use labradorite for the irises. Really like this one too. Not entirely certain what to do with this shape though. I don't know. Um, I don't think so, Christy, because I don't think I'm going to be opening mail today because I was going to do that on Tuesday's live stream. That way, if somebody like we've got quite a few packages, like 5 or 6 right now piled up, um, and a couple of them look to be from Amazon. So it's I don't want to open anything without the person there. Yeah, taxidermy labradorite eyes, but wouldn't that just be neat? Because as far as I'm aware, the flash in a labradorite never fades, like not with UV exposure or anything. Ooh, I like that one. Rebel. Nah. I'm gonna open it up on Tuesday. Do a design with a channel wrapped gems up the curved side. Ooh, that is a good idea, Katrina. Right? Ooh. Oh, that's neat. But to me, that's how a dragon's eyes would look. With a storm in them. Oh, and I hadn't even looked. Did I look at the front? I don't know. Not from this angle. I just fell in love again, you guys. And I love them whenever they flash one way and then from the other side. Because some of these stones, they'll only flash if you look at it from like very particularly one direction. Mm. No, that'd be a honker chonker. Right on, Christy. There it goes. Sometimes you have to wiggle it around a bit before you find the flash. But then, boop, there it is. The diaper piece, that's the wrong COE to fuse that I dropped. It broke and now it's taped about like that. It's my plan for it. Right on. So what COE does something have to be able to fuse? So I think we have ring, 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 ring. Oh, I kind of want to do this one like that. Yeah. Ring. No, that one's going to be a pendant. This one will be a ring. Banana phone. Ring, ring. I don't know. I'm not going to tell them what to do with their lives yet because today I am wrapping this one up here. Putting them all back in their little things. And just so you all know, that's how I store all my cabochons. Nothing like that. Ooh. Oh, Natasha, that sounds cool. Okay. So what we're going to do is right now I'm going to use this gallery wire that I literally just Googled, or maybe I found it on Amazon. I just searched copper gallery wire, gallery bezel wire, and then just bought it from somewhere. Like, is it storming there? I hear it sounds like lightning. That is actually my beloved Randy putting together a couch, a futon up in our new living room, which used to be his gaming studio, which is still where he does gaming, but now we have a couch. Okay, and this is where I start to get lost because I'm like, there's not quite enough space to. I can smush that down a little tighter. Okay. Studio I work with is 90 COE. The dichro piece is 96 COE, and the coefficient, it could be fused that and the matching COE to fuse it too. Basically, the gas heats and expands at different rates, causing it to break. Okay, now can you have 90 and 96 like so long as like okay, let's pretend that these two pieces that I'm grabbing are glass. This one is 3 pieces of 96 stacked on top of each other, and this one is 3 pieces of 90 stacked on top of each other. Can I fuse them in the same kiln, like here and here? Like if I have this like on a kiln plate, because I know that I can't mix them, like that wouldn't work. But can I have them like be neighbors, not lovers? Sorry, not to be like, teach me, but teach me. I know, isn't that the best? Just unicorn butthole in the whole world, Daniel. I do, Daniel. I'm just not paying attention to it. Um, usually the temps are different to anneal them properly. Okay. So if they expand at different rates, the temp would have to be different. Okay. But I can't, so I could fire this one and then fire that one. Like, I don't have to have a separate kiln for different COEs. Yeah, right? Well, and I've been seeing a lot of stuff on like making lampwork glass beads, but not a whole lot on specifically how to anneal them. Like, I'm like, how do I get the bead to not touch the bottom of the kiln? As long as they don't touch, it shouldn't be an issue. Right on. Thank you, Katrina. That's really helpful to me. Like, to know that. Thank you too, Ashley. So it looks like if I cut right here, I should be able to join them together and have it fit. I'm going to cut just a little further in just in case. Trying to cut at as much of a 90-degree angle as I can. Will we see you solder? Yep. I'm going to try. Son of a... Maybe. Okay, so let's move over to the... Soldering is mysterious and scary to me as well, but I just bump into stuff until it works. So, I'm gonna get my pickle pot heating up. And I'm gonna leave that lid on there. Got this, I've got my torch. Let's go gas up our butane. Hey, doggies. Just be really sure to keep the COEs separate, nothing worse than accidentally making them and having a pea shatter, open the kiln and cry. Yeah, I bet. Okay, so point A to point B. And it's full. So I'm going to leave this set out here. It evaporates really, really quick. So that's how I refill my butane torch. Paint the front door. Need a storm door. Need it. Need $1 million in a back massage is what I need. I'd wish that on just about anybody. Okay, so now I'm going to let this one sit upright for a bit, just so that the stuff can, I don't know, settle or something. I think I read I need to do that somewhere. I just balled copper wire. I don't know how to get rid of the black on the wire. That's where the pickle pot comes in. It's an acid solution. If you just search like silver pickle, or like pickle pot acid or something, like Google will tell you what to get. Remove that. Remove these. Remove this. Put some things away. I've got my little cup of yucky water. Now here I have a fire brick and a soldering board. I think I like just using my soldering board. Gives me a little bit more mobility. I also have this thing, which is great for whenever I need to get it underneath a piece, but I keep burning through them. So with that there, with everything heating up and settling, let's go make a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about Randy and I are gonna go and take classes. I don't know when. I was supposed to go with my friend Laura, but I think it'd be really great if kind of in her memory we could go and do like like all of us take a class at the Creative Escapes Glass Studio in Springfield. Like that's where I want to go to take classes. Like I think that would be really cool to you know, get to hang out with y'all and craft and do our thing. Gonna make a cup of coffee. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's caramel coffee. It's good stuff. We need to like completely spring clean the entire kitchen because we have mice like super bad. Because it got warm and they all came in from outside, or it got cold rather. So the house being warm now suddenly looks very attractive, and they just crawl in through under the doors, like, oof. And so it's like Callie's catching mice and bringing them in. She's catching snakes and bringing them in. Like, Randy's about to lose his mind. Let's see. I'm getting. Where my coffee at? Some kitchen noise ASMR for y'all. I don't know what I did to be so hard on these mugs, but they're just cracking left and right. Okay, coffee's on brewing. Do some fabric shopping. Ooh, strawberry thea, please. Coming back in here while that brews, we can do a little bit of filing. Let me get this. This is where we need smell-o-vision, right? We'll just open up a can of like a coffee and some caramel melts, because that's basically exactly what that just smelled like. It was incredible. Okay. So let's see. Let me get this in this way. Okay. Oh boy. So this is where my screen's at right now. Super duper laggy. Whenever that happens, I close out of it. And I go back to Patreon and I re-click on the link. There we go. Nice and up to date. And then live chat. Hey, baby. How's it going?
You see my old man shoes?
They used to be. Are they underneath the bed upstairs?
I hope not. Ah, they're there.
Do you mind if I bring us up and hang out with you on the new couch?
Not ready.
Oh, is it not? Do you need some help?
Not yet.
Okay.
I dropped a black screw on the black rug, and I figured I probably ought to put the shoes on.
Oh, that's a good idea. You don't need any more foot injuries today. Rebel's asking, how's the foot?
It's still attached.
Still attached, he says. Okay. Ooh, oh my gosh, Lisa, that sounds amazing. I wish they'd had something useful like that when I was in high school. I mean, to take. They were like, no, take. I don't know. All of it felt really useless, I'm not going to lie. I need to figure out a different spot for the tablet. Okay, so I want to be able to pull this in kind of close so that y'all can see. Woo! So I like to lay my file down, and I know that they work better in one direction, but I just like going back and forth, and that seems to work for me. Just trying to get it super durable, nice and flat. This side's going to take a little bit more. It's like, or we can bring it back out and open, line it up on the edge. That actually works really well. There we go. The smoother and flatter that you can get this, I like to test it against my steel block because that's like the flattest thing I own. The flatter and nicer you can get that connection, the better the time you're going to have getting the solder in there and getting everything kind of going. I need to make myself a tablet stand because this is getting ridiculous. Cool. Now, as long as lead durability wise, this lead creates better binding agent, but you don't want it to touch the skin too much. Right on. Ooh. Okay, sorry, just trying to get situated on the okay. So this is a silver solder. They have some copper ones, but I just dip it into the electroforming bath whenever I want it the silver toned copper, whereas I don't have a way if I solder on silver to get it to match. So that's why I go with the silver toned stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get this around the stone without looks like somebody's calling Randy. Oof, it's super snug, but I think we're going to be able to swing it. So what I'm going to do, because I really wanted to be able to continue that design, so I'm going to try to bend them around. And this is another place where I really like my bracelet mandrel pliers, because that way I can get them, even if it doesn't fit the stone. This is so soft and it's going to get super soft again. What's up, baby?
Do you have anything you want to donate to that silent auction for Pam?
I don't think so. Like, we just sold everything.
Okay.
Sorry.
She completely forgot about it, and we kind of sold everything.
But yeah, so this is going to get super soft again. Hey, Randy? Did we ever give them that turkey roaster?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to get it, perfectly lined up, which is really difficult for me. Oh, Tanya, that's the worst. Keep different tips for lead-free solder to avoid cross-contamination. That is a very good idea. Sorry, I'm not very good at keeping up with.
Come to the door, will you answer it?
Yes. Right, guys, I'll be right back in just a sec. But yeah, I want to get this just from every single which way that you look at it, just as completely lined up as what you can get it. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, hush puppy. Hey, how's it going? right upstairs. You can check out our new couch.
Okay, yes, let's see. Boys in or out?
In. We're still expecting the package.
Oh.
Oh, the cat probably has. Yeah, he's right on the
Okay.
bed.
What do you think of your new couch, Josie?
Okay. It's a busy house today.
Oh.
She gets to see it before I do. They're very good friends. Her and her family who have been amazing. We were so lucky to have met them. I love hearing him talk. Okay, so if you don't get it like perfectly lined up, then I'm gonna have to do a lot of filing and stuff later, or say that it's rustic, because okay, is that as flush as I can get it? I wanna know. All right, I think that's as good as I'm gonna be able to get it. So now I'm coming in with my solder. Yeah, right, Bev? Yeah, okay.
That's a room? I thought that was the stairs to go up. Oh.
And I'm just putting a little dot. Let me see if I can't get a little closer in. Just a little spot of solder goes a long way, but I put too much on anyhow. Taking the torch off. Okay. There we go. Thanks for letting me know. And nothing flammable behind the flame. I'm just pulling down. And then I push down on the side to keep it going. And let me make sure. Yep, we're not in the way. And the solder flows. So I'm gonna. Now I can't figure out how to get this torch to turn off. There's not like an off button, so I just untrigger it and then try to milk the backside to get it to stop going. If anybody out there knows how to turn off one of these torches, because I have to kind of just until it tapers off. I put it back in its stand away from, so that way I don't burn myself on it. There we go. Then I use the copper tongs. This is going to be very hot. You can hear that? Right into the water. Swish, swish, swish. And now we get to test our join. Nope. Need to do it again. Okay. So now I'm going to file a bit more because I think yep, do over. Right? But that copper is completely like butter soft again. So come in, make sure everything's nice and flat. Okay. So now we'll bring this around. I'm not even worried about getting it to be the same shape as the stone right now because that's going to be the easy part that will come later. Right now, I just want to worry about getting these ends to form a lasting bond. Trying to get them all in the same plane of existence. From one angle, from two angles. Let's try again. Squeezing just a bit out, putting that right there. The small file was actually a gift from Jim, but you can look for like a jeweler's file sets. I like them whenever they come with a handle. Oh, my coffee! I did forget. Well, whenever we get this together, I'll go get my coffee. There'll be a little reward for myself. I'm gonna see if we can't, super duper zoom in. So that way you can see our little spot of solder just right there. Got the flame going. Flame on. I'm going to heat the whole piece up because it's not the solder that you want to get hot, it's the metal that you want to be hot enough to pull the solder to get it to flow. And I really, oh, there it goes. That was a nice flow. I really don't want to overheat my metal because I don't want to lose, you can like fire stain it. I'm not too worried about that. Again, if I made like super clean pieces, which I don't, I would worry more about it. But it's mostly I don't want to melt and deform the gallery wire. Splish, splish, splash. And we've got a join. So now let's see if it even fits our stone, because that's going to complicate stuff if it doesn't. I wonder how that bezel would look patinaed. Probably pretty awesome, I'm just going to say. Like, I think that would look really cool. I don't know. I've used a soldering iron, but it doesn't, it globs the solder on as opposed to gets the solder to like flow. Like, it's a bit different. But again, I'm just a person bumping into stuff. I'm like, try it. I don't know. Okay, so we have our stone. And we're coming in. I'm actually going to come in from above on the other one. And I've got buffering. So let me see if that's buffering for everybody or what's up. Okay, no, we're good. Okay. Moving the live chat back over here. And so now we have that. And let's see. The spacing's actually pretty good on that. I'm still going to try to have it centered like right there. I'm going to try to have it. And so now I'm just going to press this down over our stone, and y'all, it fits. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. Do what? You're more of a cat, yeah. No, Randy and I talked about it to great length, and we really think that if we were, spirit animal wise, it's like you're a river otter and I'm a turtle. And I'm like, that's pretty fair. Okay. But yeah, I think that's gonna work perfect, you guys. So now to get this black patina off, let's push this back out. That's actually really on there. Crap. Crapola. Let's push it out through the other way. Yep, gonna go get that coffee in just a sec, Bev. Work comes first. So let's move this over here. But yeah, you saw how soft that was, though. Ooh, right on, Katrina. So I just have a piece of copper wire that I hook this onto. And my pickle should be slightly warmer than room temperature. I like to get it hot. It works faster when it's hot. And I'm just going to dip it in there and leave it sit for a bit. Put the lid on it so fur doesn't get in. I want to grab my coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, my love. My love. Oh, coffee, I love you so much. Okie dokie. And I grabbed a cookie because I'm the boss of me and I want a cookie. See, gaze into the light. Cool. Okay. So that's soldering, or at least how I do it. And I test wore some of my solder drinks for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time. It's one of those I don't know. It's one of these. The liquid in that jar is, if you Google pickle solution, like it's a pickle, but not like cucumber pickles. Pickle Rick? No. Solution for jewelry. It is Sparex pickling compound. That is the exact stuff. That is what is in that. I know how to spell it, just not how to say it. It's, yeah, Sparex number 2. You just follow the directions on the bag, and that's how we do. And I just use a little like mason jar because it's glass, so the acid isn't going to eat through it. And that's so good. Yeah, it's just, don't eat it. Don't put your body in it. Don't put it in your eyeballs. You'll be fine. Pirouette. Right on. Thanks, Maya. And I do have a little jar of baking soda water. And I had a canister of baking soda, but I took it somewhere else, like into the electroforming room. I always keep baking soda on hand. Anytime I'm around acids, I keep baking soda on hand because I'll neutralize it. So, right on, Bev. But it's, in about like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I don't know, we'll check it again and it'll be all bright and shiny. Have you ever had blueberry cheesecake cookies? No? I thought I had, but I have not lived. I thought I had done some stuff, but I have not. Okay, so now the next thing that I need to make is going to be the little ring that's going to go on the back side of this. So let's get this camera flipped around. Ashley, they're good stuff. And again, I'm going to use bare copper. And this time, though, I'm going to use square. And let's see, I've got some wire here that is thinner, so it'll be less stressed out by us measuring with it. We'll be able to use it for Okay, so okay, so I need this much wire. So I'm going to give myself just a hair extra because you can always shave some off. And again, this was just square copper from Parawire. And I like to come through. And this is actually quite firm. So let's anneal it. Good night, Jenny. Thanks for popping in. You're hanging out. Some more torch work. And honestly, it's probably my favorite thing about being able to use bare copper is that for some of the heavier gauges, you can anneal it and it turns like straight to butter. It's amazing. Salty garlic butter. I wear a Sharpie marker. I would be in the other room. Okay, you can put a bit of Sharpie on it, and when the Sharpie fades out, it is annealed. And I'm just going to leave it straight. It would be more fuel efficient if I like curled it up into a round, but I'm just going to leave it straight. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can't zoom in a bit. There we are. Bye, Jenny. And so I'm just going to heat it until it glows. Let's see if I can't do two things at once. Because again, since it's square, I don't want to melt it. And honestly, getting it to a true glow is probably way overkill. But I'm learning. And it would be completely different if this was like sterling silver or pure silver. But it is copper. It'll be fine. For the sake of science. And whatnot. Grab onto this. Pop that in there. Make sure I need a bigger jar of water for this. Okay. And so now, check that. Super soft. It's actually not as annealed as I want it to be down here, but that's fine. There we are. Popping this out. Over here. I love Nutella. It is good stuff. Okay, so now coming in with this, and I'm going to size it to fit like the large outer edge of our cab because I want it to have spring back that holds pressure whenever we put it into the setting. So like right here, I've just shaped that around. And whenever we put it into the rest of the setting, and since it's square, I want to make sure that it's all on one flat plane. But whenever we put it inside that gallery wire bezel that we made, it'll pinch that shut, but its own pressure will hold it against the sides. I hope that makes sense. And it might actually be way too stinking big. So we'll see. Let's check on the pickle. Careful not burn yourself. This tip will stay hot for a while. Yeah, it's still... Let me put this in the tripod so I have more hands. If I didn't wobble my head around so much, I'd just strap a GoPro to my head, but I don't think that's a very good idea. Okay. clean enough. I'm going to be oxidizing it anyhow, so give it a swish about in the baking soda water. And you can see how much that's brightened it up. It's pretty nice. But yeah, oh, dog fur on it. Nice. So let's move this back over our main tripod. Okay. So now with these pieces, we're going to slip this into the back and see if it, yeah, I made it just way too big in general. So I'm going to have to trim some down. And again, you just very, very little bit at a time. And so there's that. We can just size and fit it in. You heading out?
Yep.
Right on. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
And right. I know. And there it goes. And you can see its own pressure even. Where did that wire even come from? Ooh, I have coffee. Its own pressure will hold it into the bezel just like so anyhow. It's a big pointy teeth. It's got a main streak a mile wide. But yeah, so that sizing by doing it, because to be able to solder, we want a very firm, flush join connection. Like we don't want any gaps. Okay, so I want to trim off another bit using the flat side of my pliers, or my snips rather, sorry. Man, we are popular today. Okay, so we're starting to see here, I still have a couple of millimeters of overlap. So I kind of wish that I had like a marker or something so I could come in. And I'm going to leave just a little bit of overhang, that way I have room to file. There we go. And so now, oh, that's a good idea, Katrina. This one, I just have a little 4-inch steel block. That I like to function off the edge of. And I just want to get, you can tell by the shine, there's a little divot right there. So let's see. And you want all of your metal flashing at the same time. I don't really know how to get in there and do this like consistently in a way, because when I do it with just my hand, like I'm not very good at making it perfectly flat. You know how we can do this? Inside our pliers, make sure it protrudes just a little bit. And now there we go. Presuming that the sides of your pliers are flat. Excellent. Okay. But yeah, nice. All flashing at once. Very cool. Okay. We shall do that same thing on the other side. And just like with jump rings, if you overbend it, then you're a little bit more inclined to be able to get its own pressure to hold itself together. But then we want to come in from the side, make sure that we're not just lined up from this direction, we need to be lined up from this direction as well. Ashley. And that's probably one of the best solder joins I've ever done. And I haven't even soldered it yet. Oh, right on, Lavender. So let's see if I hopefully didn't shave too much off. And bring this back in here. Toilet flushing. Quality pro level entertainment. Okay, yeah. So it's just a fair bunch of fiddling with it, really. Oh, really? Right on. Okay. There's a little of a gap there, but there was on the last piece too, so I think it'll be fine. Now the solder will not fill the gap. Yeah, I gapped it too much. Oh well. Better luck next time. If I were a more meticulous person, I would just cut the piece and do it all over again, but I'm on a time crunch. Or time crunch. I'm going to bring this as close to the edge of our gallery wire as I can. Actually, y'all want to see my favorite way for flattening out a piece of wire? Because I need it to be like perfectly flat. Well, not just with a hammer. Set it here. Flat. Yeah, I didn't even warn loud noises yet. So that's how I do that. But it gets it to be, flat. Katrina. Hmm. And so now I'm trying to get this tucked in there. So I'm going to come in. There we go. And get it to ride out real close to that edge. And y'all, that actually made it be flush. So getting that flush. Y'all. And also you'll notice I didn't line up my solder lines. Like I'm actually pretty pleased with them being this crazy random happenstance because I did not plan this, but it worked out serendipitously. Like you don't want your seams to both be on the same side because, I don't know, it just seems like it'd be a good idea, right? Oh, I'm gonna drink some of this coffee now. Oh, that is good. Okay, so now, while I have the good lighting, I'm going to come in here, press on the end, squeeze out just a touch. Oof, of solder. And I'm going to do some there. Because this is going to get wire wrapped around. You technically, at this point, could just wire wrap this. But I am going to do 4 little spots. Yeah, thanks, JMax. This is the best fit I've ever had. Next level stuff for sure. So, bringing this back over to the tripod. And life's going to be just a lot easier if we go ahead and just spot solder it in. And honestly, like once I get over being scared of the fire, it's not even, like it's not as hard as it could be. Like, I was expecting soldering to be like way more complicated. You just have to, make it work. You just have to do it. Like, I kind of hate it when people are like, well, just do it. And it's like, well, it can seem a lot more complicated than that. I'm just going to say. Now, I am going to turn the light down. Turn the lights down low. Turn your radio on. Radio on. Lights down low. Color, my metal's starting to change color. Turn the radio on. The solder will flow. Okay, it's looking good. And I'm not quite entirely pleased with that little spot, but we might be able to sand that down or something. And I'm going to grab it and crunch it. Swish, swish, swish. Turn the light back up. Fire is super scary because we are flammable and made of meat, y'all. Like, straight up. Ages ago, but I had no idea how to use it. Right on. So now, we're going to test it. Test everything. It's working out pretty good. So let me keep my tools where the tools go. And now here I have some, this is 1200 grit sandpaper, probably way finer than what I actually need for this purpose, but it's what I have on hand. So, and you do a figure 8 motion when you're sanding, because otherwise, like, you might be leaning a little heavier on one side or the other. So you can either, alternate, or I just tried to get into the habit right from the get-go of doing a figure 8. It makes me feel like I'm playing the maracas or shaky egg. And so that's getting ooh, some fresher sandpaper would be good, but right on. I'm gonna have to go into Discord and check that out. And so now we get to check and see if our stone fits. Just in case. Just in case it doesn't. I can go cry in your face. Pushing in from the front. Oh, yeah. That's nice. And now this gives us a way that we can do secure backings without having to worry about covering up the back of the stone a whole bunch. And so now, let's pop the stone out. It's gonna get loud again. We're gonna need to put on eye protection. Well, y'all are fine, but I'm gonna need to put on some eye protection. We have our Dremel. I'll be putting on my ear muffs. Eye protection first, because otherwise I can't fit it. Yeah, always safety first. Safety is sexy. Also, we only get one set of eyeballs. Good luck. Okay. So I still just have the steel bristles in my Dremel. Yeah, loud noises, y'all. Turning it on to like my setting 6, like halfway to my fastest. Okay, so I did this because I forgot, but also it's a great opportunity to demonstrate. This is how it's looking before the pickle pot. Like if I were to skip the pickle pot like how I did and just polish it, we still have a lot of like fire staining going on there. So let's put this into the pickle pot and see if we can get a better finish on it. Hey Randy, how's it going? Could I come up and help? Okay. So now we will go bother Randy in our new living room. Ouch. Just got my finger stuck in the tripod. And I'm going to bring my coffee. And I'm going to ask him to set a timer for me for like 10 minutes. Because that's the hardest part about a lot of these things is I'm not a patient person and I'm not good at like waiting 10 minutes. So oftentimes I'll have multiple projects going at once. That way, if I can stick something in the pickle pot and then come back. Ouch. Hey.
Hey. You alright?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Pretty sure it's written in Neptunian.
Oh, that's fair. Just Neptunian?
Yeah.
Usually you have to like retranslate through 3 other languages.
Well, luckily I don't speak Mars.
LOS just goes right over the fire scaling. I'm gonna run down and grab my tablet. Liver of sulfur.
Oh.
I'm gonna go grab my tablet.
Okay.
Could you set me a timer for 10 minutes, honey? I need to check and see what my phone battery is at because I've been streaming for a while. We're at 45. We'll fine. Okay. How can I help, honey?
Good start.
Good start. Okay. Damn, I'm amazing. I'm just gonna sit for a minute inside our new couch. Kertunk. Okay. And face plant. Right, Penny?
Right.
Well, it's black and blends in with. Oh, but it's my favorite spot. God damn, my butt's eating my underwear. Oh.
Before we do this. Sam, watch your butt. No, we're at it. Good job.
I can help.
This goes
Like this?
At least it should.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled super high on my decks today.
Did you?
Yeah, just not on my stealth.
Mm,
Bolts in through the top.
sure. There's this.
Mm.
No.
Did they only give you one wrench?
Mm-mm.
Any wrenches? Hey.
Wrench, yes, only one.
Okay. Bye. Bye, Manaya. You can do it. We've had a lot of fun putting together the furniture from the living room. Do you want me to do that? I don't mind being bent over nearly so much as you. May I have the wrench?
You don't?
I've been having a freaking blast.
Have
I'm
you?
just saying, yeah, this has been an adventure.
Well, that's good.
Is that our couch cushions?
Yes.
Did we get the right?
I don't know,
This
but
is
I'm not
different.
taking it back.
Well, no, but this is different from when I was a kid. When I was a kid, they gave you just one honkin' chonkin'.
That's what I was looking forward to.
Are we gonna have to put the cushions inside of a bag?
Yep.
Ah, son of a bitch. You on Amazon, they sell futon cushions.
I'm sure they do.
They cost as much as this like whole living room upgrade did, though. So I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Well, I'm definitely not.
Yeah. But if these are quite bad, we can save up and maybe get a different mattress for the frame.
Mm-hmm. I still have two. I do. Fantastic.
See what?
In my pocket.
What's that? What do I have in my pocket?
Nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of nut? Oh.
What kind they go on into the
I
book?
was like, you smuggling pecans? Give me some of that. Good Lord.
You do.
You do. Playing with my heart.
Oh. Of
What?
course.
Did we just do it wrong?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that back.
Deep inside of you.
When you're
Oh. Wait, the wrench?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the yeah,
Hex.
the wrench.
Okay.
I have a spare hex.
Okay.
It's not a couch unless you build it 4 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out with these silly dogs over here for just a minute. I'm not gonna sit on the hammer.
Why not?
Well, that's more adventure than I signed up for today. So this is our living room so far. Like the Pampazon chair is in here with a dog in it. It's mostly, we just work really hard so our dogs can have an increased level of luxury. Basically. You're a pecan.
I told Pam about how Sam was so brave.
Yeah.
In fact, he's actually a coward.
Yeah, he's our little coward. I love him anyhow. Just love the way we can chill with you. Dude, like, this is my dream job. Just be like, this has got to be at least, like, on par with bad reality television. Like, can I help you? Like,
Well, now that I got this
came
off,
out
I
wrong.
decided I should probably double check.
Okay. I didn't mean for that to come out like, can I help you? I don't know how to be helpful.
Okay.
Did they make you build the whole rack?
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, these just came in long boxes.
This one? 16 screws.
Yeah.
This one?
900. Oh God, he's gone insane. My cat's bed is nicer than mine, so is their playhouse. Yeah. Poor critter. I've forgotten which dog was which. Sam is the all black one, right? And Z-Dog is black and white? Yes. Though Sam is going gray on his muzzle. So they're getting old, my little lump muffins. My little Scooby-Doos.
They're getting farsighted.
He just, the vet says they're getting farsighted. That's my little,
that one I can't drop.
That's my little Z-Dog. It's my little Gooby-Goo. Gives me a little butt scratcher.
What else been going on in the comments?
Oh, I don't know. They're just hanging out. Their Rebel is screaming for no squirrel hands.
Well, too bad for you.
Randy did the evil scientist laugh. Mad scientist. Or, no, it's angry.
Angry scientist.
I have retained some memory. I know. They're my good little peppermint muffins. Is he so fancy he got his toes trimmed? Didn't you, boy? Didn't you, boy? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want me to micromanage? Because I can do that. I am here for you. What do you want for dinner? Okay. French toast?
No.
Oh.
Who the hell's your French toast?
Me. I said French toast. I once said. Tanya says I still long for fairy houses. Me too. I'm really hoping that in 2020 we'll be able to actually do more stuff like that. And not just... Okay, so here's an idea that I just had right this minute. And that is, with our Glowforge, we will be able to draw up like designs, like blueprints for a fairy house, cut it out of like balsa wood, and then like piece that together, and then use that as the base to sculpt the fairy house over.
Yeah.
Which I think would be really stinking cool.
Done.
Oh, I thought Randy was excited about my idea. Yeah, we could. Oh, Tanya, that's amazing! Tanya says that we could include the fairy houses in the auction.
Auction.
Our monthly auctions that we have on YouTube until we die. Huh?
We're having an auction?
No, not right now, but for January, if I could start getting,
Oh.
you know, like a house a month
I
sculpted again.
now. You're talking about the Friday flush sales.
Yeah, I want to talk more about.
Speaking of.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you gotta be.
Did the bottom one need to be on the other side too?
Yeah. What's the update with Mitch? How did that get resolved? No, wait, this is fine. This is perfect. I need to stop because this one is on the left.
So that one goes on top?
Yep.
Is that where the butts go?
Oh, no, this is the back.
Oh.
That's the butts.
I see. Ooh, there's our timer. Yeah, right, Penny? That'd be cool.
So what's the...
I gotta go check my pickle. It was very nice coming up to bother you for a little bit. I'm gonna go back downstairs. I love you. Bye-bye. We need to get that gas leak checked in there. It smells like gas. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, super up close to the face. Ooh. Oops. Okay. So now 'Tis pickle time. Boo doo 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 pickle time. Doo 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 pickle time. Okay. I see your eardrum. Oh, I hope there was nothing good in there. You find a tater? And it looks all dark and everything until I swish it about in my baking soda. And now, if y'all remember how it looked before, let's get this polished up now. Bye, Rebel. I'm going to put my phone into charge for a little bit. There we are. Safety first. Put in all my goggles, in my earmuffs. Loud noises. Okay. So there we are. And so now that did clean up real nice. Like, so you can see the value of, I think it's like $7 for some pickle for the Sparix. Excuse me. There we go. But yeah. And I'm just going to leave it dirty on the inside because I like that. It's dirty on the inside, just like me. And so now, and my favorite thing about this bezel wire is once you get past this point, whenever you wire wrap, you have all these little holes, doot, 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 all the way around, like these holes that you can hook through to wrap around there. You know, both of those. Excuse me. Oh, I need to do a little bit more sanding. That's uncomfortably pokey. Like, that's a little bit pokey outy. Oh, I can just tuck it in too. Yeah, it's, if I weren't wire wrapping around this, I would have done multiple solder points. But since we're just wire wrapping it, I just wanted it there just to hold. But yeah, so you could make a bezel for literally anything and then do whatever wire wrap you want around it and just use that bezel wire. And it gives it a nice, clean, super sleek edging. Like, I like that. Let's see if I have enough bezel wire for another piece. I want to try to do a square one. I really liked this piece. Let's see. And also, I'm just going to file this. Because that's the problem with my flush cutters, is it leaves all of that is pinched. So I think that's my new favorite method, you guys, of getting those ends filed down. Okay. So I'm going to hold that right there and do a bend, keeping it super duper snugly to the stone. And then coming around, keeping it super duper snugged. It's a little snuggle bug. It's my little snuggies. Ooh. Well, that sounds nice, Tanya. I'd love to go to the Pacific Northwest. Like, I feel like that'd be my homeland. And then bend this around. Oh, and look at that. It basically almost lines up perfectly. Hey, Red Kill. Yeah. Poor Randy deserves a break. I think we're gonna get him whatever the heck he wants for dinner. And then just sit around on the couch and play video games. He has been busy, busy, busy. Okay, so it actually lines up. There's a little natural mark right there. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna give her a snip right there. Really hope I didn't fuddle this up. So that sizing's a little bit off. You okay, honey? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. There's a little bit of gapping right there. That'll... Okay, so it does still fit. Okay. Okay, so let's go see how that will solder together. And again, I'm not real worried about having the shape be perfect right now. It's truly just about getting these two bits lined up. Okay. But yeah, it's whenever I've got my pickle pot going, I kind of feel like I may as well go through. It's hard making ends meet. It sure is. Just about every sense of the term. There we go. A bit. There's a touch of hair coming through it, like a hair of light. But yeah, if you can get it to where they're not just touching. You don't want them just touching. You want them like pressing against each other, like a good solid kiss. I'm gonna turn the lights down. And I'm taking this as an opportunity to anneal everything as well. And the solder has flowed. If I were a clever person, I would get a bunch of bezels to this point, and then while I have my torch going, I'd just solder them all at once for production purposes. Keep it nice and quick. Because it takes, 10 minutes to pickle something, whether it's one thing or 10 things. So I think well, that was a first. I was actually turning it trying to find which side it was that I had done my join on. That has never happened before. Usually it's like, oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Y'all, progress is being made. Check that out. The way that my torch is, Lavender, on this side I have a gas, which I have it turned down all the way. On this side, that's the continuous flame. And then this is, you pull it down and it like gets the gas going, and then you press this to light it. I don't know how to shut it off. Like, I do not know. Do not know. So I will, Katrina. Very in depth. Yeah, I don't know, Penny. It's just fiddle with the continuous button. Yeah, okay. I'll try that, Tonya. But yeah, I'm really loving that. And so before I even pickle this one, oh, that's so nice. I love, like, I've always, y'all, and this is one of the things that whenever I first started seeing wire wrapping and seeing like metalsmithing and stuff when I was in high school, going to the Ren Fair, like I would see stuff like this and be like, oh my God, that, like I want that. Like I didn't know at the time, like it hadn't like, this is gonna sound like some hippie shit. It hadn't manifested in my life yet to know that I was gonna be making things. I just, I was 16. Like, duh, I didn't know anything about anything when I was 16. Like, I barely know the tip of the iceberg about anything now. Like, I'm just starting to get an idea of how much I don't know now, and I'm 31. So, like, when I was 16, I'm surprised I wasn't still just, like, shitting myself and drooling everywhere. Like, I was not a clever beast in high school, a super survival mode, but I saw this and I was drawn to it and I loved it. And so now I feel really freaking good about I'm using it. I'm doing the thing. And I just had an idea of how to use up the scrap, that if just wire wrapping individual segments on to use as prongs in a prong setting, because you don't necessarily need all the way around, you just need enough. So you bet your butt cheeks I'm going to keep every little single scrap of these that I possibly can. And I have a little thingy here, Compliments of Jim, which is an excellent little storage thingy that I'm actually going to put my scrap gallery wire in. And I store them on their backs that way, because if you tip it forward, they start to fall out. Like, so I store it on its back. But Do you have a balcony document just railing a little space between? Oh, that's not set something on fire though. Yeah. My friend who did. Well, I've never gotten to meet her, but I feel like she's like I watch her work and I follow her on Instagram. Like I stalk her a little bit. Audrey Brock. I don't know. She does some wonderful silversmithing and wire wrapping videos here on YouTube, and she's an army wife, so she travels and stuff. And it's like I don't know. She's a beautiful family on the internet, and she does it on her stove because she's going from like military housing, so she doesn't always get it like the pick of what you know oh, I want an outdoor metal shop kind of stuff. So she just does it there on her stove, with turns on the vent over her, like the hood over her stove to vent out for the fumes and everything. So because like if you have like a propane stove, that's way more fire than that little torch. As a shut off button, that'd be nice. Like I'm so afraid of dropping that thing because it does like um but I think on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go. I need to start getting dinner sorted. And I think it's time to go help Randy now that he's done putting the couch together. Um but thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I was really excited to kind of share this with you guys, and I mean, visibly level up. Like I'm making some progress. I feel pretty good about that. Um, yeah, you do need 3 hands when there's no shut off. I need to sleep, so perfect timing. Right on. Thank you everybody for popping in. Thank you Daniel for always being here. Um, and we will see you in Tuesday's live stream. So if you bought stuff on Etsy, be sure to go pay for it. Or in the auction, be sure to go pay for it. I think I've sent everybody who emailed me an email, but everybody's listings are up on Etsy. So if you're like an email, you can just go straight to Etsy and just purchase it through there. But ooh, I love you guys. I'm super like tired but also like very inspired and stimulated. Yeah, you good, Lisa. Like I'm not saying that like direct to anybody. It's just I don't know who's going to be watching this later, and so just in case, I figure throw that out there into the universe. Because mommy's got stuff to buy to level up this craft room. So we will see y'all on Tuesday. Bye. Happy crafting.